Yes, so I'm cycling today. The reasons for that is taper week hasn't gone to plan. I'll dive into the details now, but those that are following me on Strava or Instagram are probably already aware that this niggle that I mentioned at the end of week 13, the week 13 run obviously aggravated the issue, so I've been nursing a bit of an injury this week. I've had to substitute a few runs, so I'll dive into my taper week and I'll look back at the training block as a whole in terms of the facts and figures. Now it's completed, let's dive straight in. Yeah, so just a quick recap on taper week, just very quickly. There's not very much in there. So I went out for my final run on week 13. I did the week 13 recap. If you haven't watched that, again, go watch the last recap vlog. I was nursing a couple of niggles. I had a slightly tight lower Achilles slash back of the heel, but also my right leg was a bit of a twinge. It's kind of the lower hamstring side of the knee, kind of on the medial side of the leg. I did that run, no issue, it was a very easy run. The issue had only kind of flared that last couple of days, but then I woke up on Monday of this week. It got a lot worse, walking was kind of painful. So I rested Monday. Tuesday was my normal long run, which was going to be a decent length, probably 15k or something like that, nice and easy. I decided to pivot and cycle. I think I did about a 12k cycle. I'm going to put details on the screen. That helped my leg, I think, just by using the hamstrings. Got a bit of blood flowing through it, but I didn't have the impact of running on it, so that helped. Wednesday I felt much better, so I decided to just test it out. I did an 8k kind of steady-ish run, kind of steezy run, just below 5 minutes per k, 8 minutes per mile. No plan, just wanted to get out and run, see what the leg felt like. Felt okay, a bit sore, but fine. But then Thursday woke up and again it aggravated the issue. So I rested Thursday. Friday decided to go out and do a trail run, again nice and slow this time, 5:30ish. I think it was probably even slower than that. I'll put details on the screen. And again, that changes my gait cycle, my stride length on trails, so I thought that might be helpful. But then again, woke up on Saturday and again the leg was sore. I've since probably figured out it's probably going to be, I think it's lower hamstring tendonitis, so resting doesn't help because it's not a muscular issue. I need to just continue to use it, but obviously limit the impact and limit the strain on it. So cycling is good because it's not got the impact on the legs as much, but it's still using the muscles on the legs. So today was going to be another run. I've decided I'm going to pivot again and do a second cycle, so I've done 2 runs this week. This will be my second cycle. Again, I'll put these on the screen once I've during the edit. Yeah, I've only run about 17.5, maybe 18k, which wasn't on the plan. The plan was more like probably 40k, give or take. That was the plan, 40k, kind of varied speeds, maybe a bit of threshold, but again, I've decided, it was just a choice I made this week. I'd rather get the leg to recover. I'm pretty sure I can definitely run, because when I run with it, there's no, it's a dull ache for the first k or 2, and then it kind of eases off and it's just there in the background. So I don't think it'll really affect the race itself, but I'd rather get it cleared. So I've decided to pivot this week, reduce the running down, because that seems to aggravate it for the minute. I obviously aggravated it on that long run on the Sunday of last week, so it's lingered now for about a week. So I'm cycling today. Hopefully then I won't run now again till Tuesday, and I'll try and get a decent run in, and I'll see what the reaction is to that. If on Wednesday it's flared again, I think I'll just knock the running on the head, take the hit on maybe a slight drop in fitness, because my running's reduced right down more than I would have wanted to do during the taper. So yeah, so I might lose a tiny bit of fitness. Obviously it's going to be, by the time the race comes around, it'll be 2 weeks till my last proper run, solid run. Obviously I've done 2 runs this week, but they were both very steezy, so they were just maintenance, I suppose. If I get a few more runs in next week, that'll be beneficial, but again, it'll depend on how the legs are feeling, or the leg, and how the tendonitis is just cleared up. Hopefully with a bit of rest and some cycling, cross training, hopefully that'll feel better and be a bit more recovered. So yeah, so we'll see next week how the legs react. Hopefully it'll be better. It's not a major issue, like I said, just rather it clear up before race day so I can go into it kind of clear conscience, so I can give it my all without risking a further aggravating injury. It probably race day probably will aggravate it again, but again I'm into a recovery period then, so that's not the end of the world. But anyway, that's the negative stuff out of the way as such. I've come to terms with it. This tendonitis could have flared at any point, so the fact it's flared up right at the end of the block after my last run is probably a positive. It could have happened earlier in the block and it would have impacted how much training I could have got done. So yeah, look back at the block as a whole. It consisted of 52 training runs. I also did another 7 bonus runs during the weeks, during 13 weeks, just when I had a bit more time to get a bit more mileage in. It was obviously 13 weeks long and it consisted of 16 hours of strength and conditioning / recovery sessions as well combined, obviously, which obviously helped hopefully keep some of these injuries away. Yeah, total mileage was over 780 kilometers covered, average of about 60 kilometers a week, which was above what the plan was, which again showed how I was getting quite fit and I was able to up my mileage a little bit. There was over 4,000 meters of elevation gain again over the 13 weeks. And my average pace across all my training runs was just below 8 minutes per mile or 5 minutes per k. So overall I was pretty happy with how everything went. The stats are looking pretty good. I'm happy with the mileage, the average pace, the average mileage covered per week. So I said the block as a whole I'm really positive about. It went really well. I couldn't really complain about much. I said I had no real niggles except for this last week when I had them couple little tiny things. I had one hip issue I think at about week 8. So that's it in a nutshell. The block went really well. I've had this minor issue now flare up at the end. I don't think it's going to affect me too much on race day. I'm pretty much, I think it depends how I feel next week. If I get a couple of runs in, I might do a couple of testy little 1Ks as in within a run to see how that pace feels. I think I'm pretty much going to set off around the same pace, 4:15, 4:20. So hopefully around the 90-minute mark, maybe just over. We'll see how my fitness has dropped, if it has at all. Hopefully these cycles will be some kind of benefit as a cross-training exercise. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Hopefully next week I'll go a bit more smoothly. I'll do a race goals vlog in the next couple of days. But again, hopefully it's going to not really be changed too much. Hopefully I'm going to still go out and try and get sub 90. So I say it's a minor issue. I'm definitely going to run next week regardless. It's not like a preventative injury, it's just a bit of a nagging issue at the background. So get this cycle finished, bit of cross training, doesn't do anyone any harm. I'll get home, rest up for a couple of days, well another day or so, and then get out on Tuesday for a run hopefully, when I'll probably do my goal vlog, and that'll probably publish towards the end of the next week, which is just a couple of days before race day. So within that I'll cover my race goals, obviously the kit I'll be wearing and my plans for the morning of the race in terms of what I'm going to be doing, what time I'm going to be getting down there, and just my generic morning plan. Obviously I'm local to the race, so yeah, so I'll get the cycle finished. A bit different today, I'm not running for a change. Circumstances have dictated that, but yeah. Thank you for watching as always. Like, share, subscribe, look out for the next one. Race day soon, so I'll probably drop, like I said, the race day plan vlog, and then after that you'll just wait, obviously there'll be a race vlog after that. Again, if you don't follow me on Strava, again on my stats and facts and trainings on that. And obviously now I'm fairly new to Instagram, I've been on there a few weeks for LARK Running UK. That's got more of the day-to-day stuff. But yeah, I'll get this finished. I'll see everyone on the next one.